Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love a good twist of fate, unforgettable characters, and a touch of villainous charm, you're definitely in the right place. In today's video, we're counting down the top 10 completed Villainess Manhwa. These series are finished, which means no cliffhangers, no waiting for new chapters. Just pure, thrilling stories of powerful, complex villainesses who steal the spotlight and keep us hooked until the very end. So if you're looking for a binge-worthy read, stick around and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Let's dive into these completed gems. Number 10. The Villainess Is Maker. Without ever saying no, Yoon Hanul has always been a pushover. Then one day she awakens to the fact that she is transformed into the antagonist of a book she wrote 10 years prior, Ayla Mertinja. Hanul is happy to binge-read novels and lead a decadent couch potato lifestyle. To her dismay, however, she quickly discovers that she is trapped in a time loop in which her day perpetually repeats itself, and that the only way out of it is to behave like Ayla Mertinja. When it comes to acting like a villain, Hanul is completely clueless. She is fortunate to have a mystery warlock named Killian agree to assist her in turning into a real villain. Number 9. The Villainesss Days Are numbered. Clea Reno reborn as the notorious villainess feared by all. Before her untimely death, Clea made a pact with the Demon King. She would marry her one true love, Isaac de Troy. Now, in order to reclaim her life, she must honor that contract for a mere 6 months. But she failed to read the fine print, because Clea's body is in a wretched state. Every step she takes drains her health, losing 1 HP with each movement. With time running out, she was forced to trade away her family's vast fortune just to secure Isaac's hand in marriage. It's all business, a transaction with no room for emotions. So why is she starting to care? Who could have guessed that even a villainess like her has a heart? Number 8. Ginger and the Cursed Prince. Ginger Tord is a hopeless romantic person engaged to the man of her dreams, the ultimate fairy tale come true. But her happily ever after quickly crumbles when she discovers the gut-wrenching truth. Her fiancé has been seduced by her beautiful rival. Devastated and heartbroken, Ginger finds herself seeking comfort in a mysterious book, a tale about a young woman and a cursed prince. To her horror, she realizes the protagonist of the story is none other than her stunning nemesis, Larazi. As the pages unfold, the story eerily mirrors her own reality, with both women falling in love with the same dashing prince at first sight. Ginger swears to reclaim the prince's heart and outshine her rival, determined to rewrite her own destiny. But is the book simply a mirror of her life, or is there something far more sinister lurking beneath the surface? The truth behind the pages may hold a darker secret than Ginger could have ever imagined. Number 7. An observation log of my fiancée, who calls herself a villainess. Prince Cecil, a genius with unparalleled intellect, finds life dull and uneventful. Nothing seems to spark his interest until he becomes engaged to Bersha, the daughter of a marquis. But their first meeting leaves him utterly bewildered. Bersha boldly declares that she is the villainous heroine in the story of his life. According to her, she remembers her previous life vividly, one where she was a player in a romance game. In that life, she embodied the role of the villainess, and now in this new life, she has a singular mission: to ruin the prince's engagement and fulfill her destiny as an exemplary antagonist. Determined to make chaos her ally, Bersha begins to disrupt Cecil's perfectly orderly life with one outrageous act after another, leaving confusion and turmoil in her wake. What starts as a bizarre challenge for Cecil soon becomes a whirlwind of unexpected emotions. Could this eccentric villainess be more than just trouble? A twisted love story unfolds, one that no one saw coming. Number 6. This villainess wants a divorce. We all know the type of the greedy, conniving villainess who'll stop at nothing to destroy everything in her path. Enter Cornelia Easter, the wicked secondary villainess in the romance novel she is reading, who ensnares the prince in a forced marriage at the bidding of the cruel empress. Even though she didn't cry when her head was chopped off, she is now Cornelia. To survive, she has got to play this game carefully. Her goal now is to convince the prince to divorce her before everything goes south. But with the Empress scheming from the shadows, a perfect heroine plotting her own rise, the second prince stirring up trouble, and her deteriorating health with every step she takes. This story is spiraling out of control. Can she outwit fate and make it out alive? Or will she become the very villainess she is trying to escape? Number 5. Beware the villainess. After an accident, a modern-day college student wakes up in the body of Melissa Fodabrat, the notorious villainess of a romance novel. And let's be real, Melissa wasn't anyone's favorite. But she is the daughter of a powerful duke, and now that she's in charge, she's going to do things her way. Out with the old, stuffy rules of society. This new Melissa isn't here to play the part of the wicked stepmother. She's here to live life to the fullest, and anyone who stands in her way, well, they better step aside or else. Number 4. Kill the villainess. Heiress Miserian has had enough. In the real world, she was overworked, underappreciated, and utterly exhausted. But waking up as the villainess in a romance novel? That's a whole new level of misery. If she can just die in the story, she can return to her old life. But she can't get away with it because of the plot. A witch, a knight, and a high priest accompany Heiress on her perilous voyage as she desperately tries to get away from her job as the protagonist's tormentor. With every step, the stakes grow higher. Can she break free from the chains of her fictional fate? Or is she doomed to be trapped in a story that was never hers to begin with? Will Heiress find a way back to the world she once knew? Or will her life be forever bound to the pages of a novel? Number 3. For better or for worse. Somehow before the real heroine even appeared, she found herself married to the male lead, Cedric, temporarily, of course. But now that she is in this position, she is determined to give it her all. Still, there's a strange sense of fortune that it's you, Dylan, who ended up as Cedric's partner. She has to admit it. I'm lucky it was you who became the lady of the Brighton house. Maybe she did too good a job at being his temporary wife. After all, once Cedric's true partner arrives, her time here will come to an end. So what should she do? Number 2. Villainess in Love. So somehow she became Yennefer Magnolia, the villainess driven mad with jealousy because the devastatingly handsome Duke Ishid Lacrenz only has eyes for Riel, her best friend. Yennefer is so consumed by envy that she makes Riel's life a living nightmare and ends up dead by the story's conclusion. But here's the twist. She is Yennefer now. The good news? She reincarnated a full year before her tragic end, which gives her plenty of time to ensure that Ishid and Riel get their fairy tale romance and that she doesn't get killed in the process. Number 1. The villainess reverses the hourglass. Arya used to torture her kind stepsister Miel while living in luxury because her mother was married to a count. But the tables turn when Arya finds herself facing execution, her downfall orchestrated by none other than Miel, who reveals she manipulated Arya into building a reputation so vile it led to her tragic fate. Desperate to rewrite her future, Arya discovers a mysterious hourglass that transports her back in time, giving her a second chance to alter everything. Now with the power of the hourglass at her fingertips, Arya plans to use Miel's own cruel tactics against her, turning the tables and embracing her role as the true villainess. But as Arya's schemes unfold, she must ask herself, can she truly take everything from Miel, or will her actions unravel the past in ways she never expected? And there you have it. The top 10 completed Villainess Manhwa that will keep you hooked from start to finish. Whether you're a fan of epic transformations, clever schemes, or heart-wrenching romances, these stories have it all. If you haven't read them yet, what are you waiting for? Dive into these thrilling worlds and discover your new favorite. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more amazing recommendations. And if you know any other completed Villainess Manhwa that should be on the list, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.